back. Rhodes Rants for Black and White Entertainment. We are going to talk about the Marxist Disney of China and one of our beloved, one of our most favorite film franchises on this channel. Myself, Mr. Matrixx. We are both huge fans of Predator. The original Predator, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a pretty big fan of Predator 2 as well with Danny Glover. Yes, I saw both movies in the theater coming up. And unfortunately for us, Disney bought 20th Century Fox, and they now own 3 of our beloved classic franchises. Die Hard, Alien, and there is a freaking rumor right now of an Alien reboot by Disney. I'm sure they've already brought in Daisy Ridley to read for Sigourney Weaver's role as Ripley. Good God. I'm kidding, because that's just our luck, okay? Now, Predator. There's a story out there by way of The Hollywood Reporter that the creators of Predator are trying to get Predator back away from Disney. We can only hope that that will happen because, look, Disney is eyeballing a reboot of Predator. As we know, recently the Predator franchise gave us one of the worst movies I have ever seen in all of my effing life. It was terrible. That last Predator movie with Boyd Holbrook was dog shit. And somehow they cast him as the hero when Thomas Jane was in the movie, who played the Punisher. But no, we got Boyd Holbrook, that they are trying to make an action star, pushed into that movie as the hero, and that movie sucked ass. That movie was terrible. Well, very quickly before we get to that, go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, get the exclusive content from myself and Mr. Matrixx as we do joint videos nearly daily over there. Get access to exclusive live streams, and if you are a silver member, you will be able to participate in member panel live streams with myself and Mr. Matrixx. The response over there has been overwhelmingly, we can't believe it, overwhelmingly positive. And look, we have gotten members. It has been quite the response to blackandwhitenetwork.com. Let's get to this story. This is from IGN because there's 2 parts of this story now. Predator screenwriters are suing to win back the franchise rights from Disney. After 35 years, film franchises are susceptible to copyright termination. As reported by Deadline, Disney has responded to the lawsuit filed by Jim and John Thomas by filing their own, claiming the brothers are attempting to prematurely terminate 20th Century's rights to the Hunter's screenplay at the time the studio is working on developing another entry in the franchise. Good God Almighty, we do not need the mouse getting a hold of Predator. Quote, defendants' notices failed to comply with the statutory requirements and are invalid as a matter of law. States Disney own jury trial seeking complaint also filed today in federal court. 20th Century seeks a declaration pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 2201 that defendants' notices of termination are invalid. Okay, we're not going to read any more of that crap. The original story follows. Jim and John Thomas, the writers of 1987's The Predator, have filed a lawsuit against Disney in an attempt to reclaim the rights. As reported by THR, the Thomas brothers filed the lawsuit in California, claimed that Disney, the company that now owns 20th Century Fox, is getting in their way. Copyright law's termination provision states, after roughly 35 years for newer works, the original authors of a property may cancel transfers and end a studio's hold on the franchise. In 2019, this same issue arose over rights to both the Terminator and Die Hard, which are coming up on their 35th anniversaries. Disney has been planning a Predator reboot with 10 Cloverfield Lane director Dan Trachtenberg, but this termination notice, which the brothers filed, may alter those plans. The Thomas Brothers script, which is originally titled Hunters, was written in 1986, making 2021 the 35th anniversary. The brothers are seeking a declaration relief and are represented by Mark Toberoff, who, oh good God, won a similar case with the writer of Friday the 13th, which is in lawsuit hell right now, in 2018. Of course, the original had the great Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. So, look, good God, I wish they could get the franchise back from Disney. We run the risk of all of our properties being ruined in much the way Lucasfilm has ruined Star Wars. Yes, it seems the only properties they can seem to get right, for the most part, has been the MCU. And let's be honest, there wasn't a lot of early films like the Star Wars original trilogy, like the prequels, and like so much material that came out that Disney came out and ruled as legends to take away from, okay? Predator, get it away from Disney. Aliens, get it away from Disney. They mentioned Terminator. Look, one of the problems with Dark Fate, or Woke Fate, as Mr. Matrixx calls it, is there were too many damn cooks in the kitchen. Literally, 2 or 3 or 4 different entities owned pieces of the Terminator franchise. And look what that turned out to be. A nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was a god-awful film, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So, look, get it away. Let's get it to a studio that will make a proper Predator movie. My opinion, Predator movies ought to be horror first, sci-fi second, action third. Figure it out. Make the Predator scary again. And quit overthinking the hero. For Christ's sakes, find a bona fide action star. A bona fide action star. Call up Jason Statham and put him in a fucking Predator movie and have them fight it out. Vin Diesel, The Rock. And look, regardless of what you think of The Rock versus the Predator. I will sign up for that, okay? I will. But make the movie hardcore, okay? Don't overthink it. Make it hardcore. Make it R-rated. Write the correct script. The story. Get the story right. It is unbelievable that they cannot, and quit making Predator movies with a bunch of side actors you're forcing to be stars. We want to see the biggest action stars in the world take on the Predator. Arnold versus the Predator, okay? It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. I've said, if you want to make a Predator movie really interesting, take the Expendables. Yes, the Expendables, those Expendables, Stallone's Expendables, drop them in the damn jungle and have them fight it out with the Predators. Then you've got a hell of a movie that's gonna make some money, some real money. These Predator movies haven't been making money. Stallone, Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Terry Crews, Randy Couture, Stone Cold Steve Austin against the Predator. I want to see that. Old school action 80s like Predator movie. I want to see that. All right? Quit overthinking it and get it away from Disney. Okay? They'll turn this thing into a goddamn kiddies movie, for crying out loud. I mean, come on. Stop it. I don't want that. I don't want that. This kind of shit drives me up a tree. It drives me up a tree. It scares me to death that Disney has got its grimy hands on properties like Aliens, Die Hard, and The Predator. I haven't said this before. Predator is my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie ever. Dutch. Okay? My favorite. The cast around him, Bill Duke, Jesse Ventura, the great legendary Carl Weathers. It was such a great movie. Once a year at least, I watch Predator. And Predator 2, if you want to know the absolute truth. People forget the legendary, may it rest in peace, Bill Paxton was in Predator 2. Get it away from the mouse. They will disrespect it. They will make it woke. It'll have all kinds of political narratives in it, and you will want to poke your eyeballs out. Tell me what you think, Black and White Entertainment fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.